Hey guys, what's going on? Hello. Today is going to be very serious. Very, very serious. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I piss people off. Today, I am sure I'm gonna piss somebody off. But I love you. I love you so much in advance. Do I? You're gonna love me. Listen, I hear this a lot. And I know you probably hear it too. And you might not want to talk about this, but I think this is something we should talk about. Why don't we like to do business with black folk? Black folk. What's going on with the black folk? I hear black people suck. Black people bad. Black people don't have good customer service. Black people, they be lying, they be cheating, they be scamming, and they be stealing. Some of this is true, y'all. I ain't gonna say that it's not. But what I will say is, all right, here goes. We cannot address a problem without first admitting that it's a problem. What does that mean? That means that we can't address something as a community if we're in oblivion. It's true. Now, I had this conversation the other day, right? And they said, you can't tell me that the problems that we have are simply because people are black. And you know, I tend to agree because bad business is bad business. It doesn't have a color on it. It could be white, it could be purple, it could be blue, they could be, I don't even know. I think I ran out all the colors. But bad business is bad business. And typically that means it's bad customer service, it's bad policies and procedures, it's bad character, it's bad integrity. It's just bad. And that does not have a color on it. But this is the thing that I caution you because I understand that a lot of this happens in our community. And I'm not one of those people that'll say, I ain't doing business with black folks. I do have issues with some black folks. But they're not because they're black. It's probably because of lack of education. It's probably because we have this thing that we do in our community that sometimes we just down each other for no apparent reason. We have this thing where sometimes we don't want to help and we don't want to give out information because we're concerned that someone's going to take it, or we're concerned that maybe we don't know where the next buck is going to come from. Because you know, everybody's like, everything, listen, that I do, I need to get me a check for, because you ain't about to be taking my skills and you ain't about to be taking my money and you ain't about... Listen, we got to get over that. At the end of the day, we are a community. And in order for us to grow and exchange and to be who it is that we desire to be, or that I know we could be, that requires us to help each other. I mean, at the end of the day, it just comes down to that. You can't, I don't know any other better way to say it. Like, you just can't address an issue without it saying that it's not an issue. And it's an issue. It's like slavery, you know? It's like, it happened a whole long time ago. But the slaves ain't the reason that you got a 480 credit score. I'm just saying. Some of that's on you, and you gotta be accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say all day long that black people suck. Black people ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you missed that doggone deadline that you got darn set. I'm just saying. Some of it we have to be accountable for ourselves. But the bigger thing is when you come across a business that maybe isn't as well off as you, or they're not doing what you think that they should be doing, how do you address them? Do you address them with love? Do you educate them, or do you call your homegirl and be like, girl, let me tell you about this? Because that ain't right. In order for you to make changes, you have to educate. You have to inspire. You have to be the change that it is that you desire to see. And that starts with us as a community. It's not like them other folks, because they'll buy up the block, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, it's a store on that corner and a store on that corner. We don't even go in our own hood and buy. That's a whole different conversation, y'all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Yes, I did. I'm just saying. I feel very strong about this black talk and this black issue. And it's really not always a black issue. A lot of times, entrepreneurs are the first ones in their families to do it. So they're learning as they go. A lot of times, the information is withheld and they don't really know where to go get the information. So they're doing it as they come. A lot of times they can't afford the same thing that other places or people can afford because they weren't bred for it. So all I'm saying is you have to give a little bit of grace. Now when you give that grace and they still doing what they doing, then that's a whole different ball game. But a lot of times some people just don't know. So I encourage you, before you go and say, I hate black people why don't you address what it is that you're doing to help the black businesses? Why don't you take some of the information that you have and share that for free? Why don't you take some of those lessons and make seminars for kids coming up that want to pursue entrepreneurship? Why don't you do some of those things to make those changes in the community so that we can get further ahead instead of blaming, bashing, gossiping, lying, or worse, not supporting the black business? Because at the end of the day, I think that's what keeps us bound. If I'm an entrepreneur and I'm trying to make money, I don't know where the next dollar is coming from, it makes me feel like I have to knock you over the head because I'm not sure how I'm going to eat. And sometimes people go into survival mode. But I encourage you that if you are that business, what's for you is for you. Nobody can take it from you. And sometimes your breakthrough is tied to your consistency and your seed. So consider that the next time you run into an issue with a black business. That's all I'm saying. Now, that's my festivity moment for the day. Don't write me no nasty letters because I ain't gonna read it anyway. But don't forget to like, share, comment, and give me your feedback. If I'm missing a perspective, let me know. If you see something that I don't see and you want to talk about it, I'm totally game for it. I'm game for conversation, not necessarily for debate and nastiness. Until then, thanks for tuning in to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, spread it around, do all that good stuff. Until then, I'll talk to you soon.